Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not this one, being Dalton. When I say Dalton, I don't mean Timothy Dalton, being the fourth Bond actor. I'm on about Dalton from Roadhouse, played by the legendary Patrick Fraser. Now before I get, you've already done a review of that. No. What I'm going to be doing is a comparison of the 2074 one versus the 1989 one. Why not? I've already had a ball doing this. I love doing this. Because some people say, you're just going by the original, but I keep doing it. So why not? Digging up. If you get away the word Roadhouse and give it a different name, it would just be a generic fight film. It'd be generic. You've seen one done 101 times. Fight Club, martial art films, anything to do with fighting. You've seen it a million times. And for so many people to go to the theatre to watch the 24 one, for what? For what? For the name. I keep saying it. For the name. So let's do a versus. Let's do a comparison. Why not? First of all, I'll do it because I want to do it. Patrick Fraser versus the piece of wood. I'm not going to name this actor. This actor is well known for doing martial arts. He's well known for doing fighting. Says it all. In acting performance, says it all. The two Daltons. Now, Patrick Fraser, I know no one will ever touch the surface of him. May rest in peace. May rest in peace. But at the end of the day, I'm on about the character, not the actor. The character. Before they say, you're just judging it because you like Patrick Fraser. I'm on about the character. Now, the character of Dalton, the one that Patrick Swayze played, I love that character because he's not a dickhead. He doesn't start a fight, he ends a fight. Think about it. In the movie Roadhouse, when everyone was kicking off, he actually says to every one of the bouncers, being the doorman, you don't start a fight unless you need to. And then someone says to him, well, where's somebody goes, my mum a whore? Is there? And I love that, it makes sense. Someone's insulting your mum, someone's insulting your brother, your sister. Is there? Is he? It's just words. Words will hurt, but do they know your mum? So that made sense. I love that. I love the line where it says it's my way or the highway, which a lot of music and a lot of films have copied that line, and I love it. And I love the bit where he's getting stitched up and the nurse says, who actually wins a fight? And he says, nobody wins a fight. If you hear them words, it's words of wisdom. It made sense. Nobody would win a fight. You're getting it, they're getting it, you're hurt, they're hurt. Who really wins a fight? Who really wins a fight? And Dalton wasn't one for fighting. He fight and uses martial art technique if he needed to use it. Like the scene where one guy pulls a knife out and Patrick Swayze is dragging him by the hair, something I haven't got, and he fucking whacks him on the head. He only did that because that was the only option to do. So I like this Dalton. This Dalton is what a bouncer should watch. All these bouncers like to kick people out and like to use this for an excuse for like twatting people. They need to watch fucking Roadhouse, the one with Patrick Fraser, and learn what a real doorman is like. Not because to me it made sense, and I love that. He did his martial arts, but he did it for self-defense. Even though in real life you're not allowed to use your martial arts, it makes all that fucking pointless. He did it for self-defense. He'd had a dog fighting. Now we get to the fucking Dalton in the 24 one. Why not? I'm on a roll. He's a dickhead. He's a dickhead. I've seen bits of Roadhouse and it's just an excuse for fighting. It's an excuse for twatting. And he just wants to fight and twat everybody that gets in his way. That's the sort of dickhead that the Dalton that Patrick Swayze paid would kick the shit out of. In my eyes, remember the scene where you got that guy, his martial arts, and he insults martial arts. That guy, Patrick Swayze, rips his throat out. He insults martial arts because he's a disgrace of martial arts. He's using it just to beat people up and to have fights. And that's a disgrace. That to me is a disgrace of martial arts. So Patrick Swayze, he's the sort of would kick the shit out of the Dalton in the 24 one. That character, not the actor, the character would kick the shit out of that one. Any day, any shape, any fucking size. He'd kick the shit out of him. Now we get to the fighting, why not? Roadhouse, if you're going into it for martial arts and kickboxing and all that, all I can say is, what's Bruce Lee? What's a Jackie Chan film? What's films with martial art films? Because it's not all about that. It's not all about that. Roadhouse had a story. There he did fighting when it was needed to be, but it wasn't all fighting. Wasn't all twatting. It had a story to it. And the fighting was practical. It's well autographed. It was brilliant. He had good fight scenes when he fights that guy and he rips his throat out. The martial art scenes are brilliant. In this, the new one, the 74 one, CGI. CGI, computer effects. And it comes to something, man. It comes to something when you can't even do a practical fight scene in a film these days. You go back, you look at the days of Bruce Lee, may he rest. You go back and watch Jackie Chan. You watch some of the martial art films from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and you look at some of the shite they do nowadays, and you can't even do a practical fight scene without computer effects. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. There's a scene where Dalton goes in, this is the 24 one, and someone's giving him shit and he pushes him, he goes flying in the air, and I'm thinking, people insult martial art films. They insult martial art films from the 70s and 80s and saying it's not realistic. And that is. That in my eyes, that is realistic. That I'm going to twat someone and go flying in the air like a scene from Batman and Robin. Come on. I remember like the other day talking about GBHs and how I made fun of it when he go ooh ooh ooh. But I can laugh at that. That's a time waster, and it was done on the cheap. It was done on video tab. So with that, I can let that fly over my head. I can let that fly over my bald head. It doesn't affect me. But at the end of the day, this is a fucking big budget film. And people are wasting their money watching a name only film. A name only. You take away the word Roadhouse, give it a new name, Shite House, so that's what it is to me. And it's an epic bomb. It's an epic bomb. It's run by numbers. Run by numbers. We'll take a chance by going the film Roadhouse from a classic film from 1989, and basically you just get a generic film. It's just a name people are watching. And it's just an excuse for martial arts, fighting scenes, fucking wrestlers who can't act to save diggity D, people who've done UFC. And it's the story and all. Let's go to the 1989 Roadhouse. Right, let's go to that one. Like, the date scenes, right, where the ending, a lot of people insult the ending of the 1989 Roadhouse, where Patrick Swayze is wounded, his mate gets killed, and all the Truncy folk shoot the bad guy and they kill all the baddies. Yeah, I've got to admit, if that was the case, and this guy was an asshole, he was a dickhead, and he was destroying all of the charity, and at the end it feels like a shootout in the Wild West. Why didn't they have done that in the first place? Why didn't they just do that in the fucking first place? Bye bye asshole. But the ending in the fucking remake, I can imagine it's a load of shit. The story's generic, the villains are lame. There's nothing to them. There's no character about them. And then we get to the rating. I love Roadhouse the 89 one. You got an excuse to see tits. How alone is she fucking boobs? How alone is she titties? You don't see that anymore. You don't see bad language anymore or boobs. You don't. We don't. Today's films, 12 is the magic number. Sums it up. It fucking sums it up. And they already did the remake. They already did the remake to Roadhouse. They already did it. You know what it was called? You know what it's called? That's sticking two fingers up. Roadhouse 2. Roadhouse 2 was supposed to be a generic sequel with a Patrick Swayze wannabe playing Dalton's son, Tech in a nightclub, Tech doing what his daddy did, Tech. So they already did the remake. It's all Roadhouse fucking 2. And if you think about it, people are going to say, well, you just did it because it hasn't got Patrick Swayze in it. Alright, for all the women that get all excited over Dirty Dancing, it's a classic. How would you feel if they did a remake of Dirty Dancing with a Patrick facing wannabe. Is that something people want to see? And instead, we just have an excuse of CGI dancing because we can't even do that practical nowadays. How would you feel? So now I noticed I was seeing a remake of fucking Roadhouse. I did a versus. The fucking remake sucks ass. That's all it's going to get from me because it's just a generic film, name owner. And the original, I don't know how many things I did there, but I'll say 20 stars. That's how fucking much. I love the original Roadhouse. Fuck the remake in every old going. That's how many points that gets. Fuck it, I'll do it again. I'm on a rock and roll. Don't know if it down to done that, but I'll say fucking centre. Shoot me. So yeah, I love Roadhouse. I think it's a good film. I still think it's a classic. I love the lines that Patrick Swayze did. To me, that's Dalton. Fuck the arsehole in the fucking remake. The Dalton from the '89 one kicks the shit out of the remake. Fucking piece of wood. If it, any shape, any size, I love fucking Dalton. You know, it's my way or the highway. Nobody ever wins a fight. I love the lines in it. Take a bait, keep taking that bait. Working with God, my mum a whore. Is she? I love it. So fuck the remake. There's no need for a fucking remake. I've already said it. Fucking tenter. See you later.